What's going on, Leo? Welcome to your September 2024 horoscope, so sit back, relax, and enjoy this astrological forecast. I like to start the horoscopes revisiting the most important aspects of last month and trying to get some insight about them because the whole point of astrology is understanding what's going on in our lives, how the energies have been flowing, so we can adjust, make changes, and of course grow. Last month, we had the supermoon in Aquarius on August 19, transiting your 7th house, which deals with marriage, romantic and business partnerships, and legal matters. So did you notice any changes in your romantic relationships? Full moons represent the end of a cycle. Did you notice a sense of completion in any of these aspects of your life? Feel free to tell us how the supercharged moon affected you. If you want to share what happened in your life around the August 19th, a few days later or before, it will help us a lot as a collective. Thank you for your feedback. Well, this month we have a lunar eclipse in Pisces. This is a sneak peek of the new cycle of eclipses when the nose change signs on January 11th, 2025. They'll be moving to your 8th house. The 8th house rules deep transformations on a soul level. Usually this transformation comes as a karmic relationship. That's why people who study astrology consider this house one of the most intense of the zodiac. But this is also had to do with finances, investments, and inheritance. We'll talk more about this on January's horoscope. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out. We're going to start breaking down the aspects of this month of September 2024. But first, if you like a personal reading, please visit the link in the description of this video. We're starting the month with Uranus going retrograde from September 1st to January 30th. This is a transpersonal planet. The transpersonal planets have generational impacts, and its impact on a personal level lasts for a lot of years. That's why some people aren't really aware of these changes. So I think that is very important. It's a very important time to evaluate what impact had Uranus during its transit in the sign of Taurus. Uranus entered Taurus on May 15, 2018, and will keep transiting Taurus until April 25th, 2026. A lot has happened to us as a collective with this transit. Taurus represents money on a global level, and Uranus represents freedoms, abrupt changes, also electricity. And one of the best examples I can give you is how the pandemic disrupted our economy. It was an abrupt change, and all of a sudden we weren't able to go to work, and we had to stay at home. So a lot of people started working from home, and this opened the door to remote work. So it changed the way that a lot of people earn money nowadays. We got global inflation. Also, another interesting thing with this transit, Uranus rules electricity, and we had this exponential growth with electric cars. Taurus in astrology represents Mother Earth, and we've seen this necessity of finding clean energies. This is just one example how this transit of Uranus made a lot of abrupt changes to our lives. As a final note, people making money as influencers also has a lot to do with this new way of living that Uranus is prompting us to follow. On a more personal level, the transit of Uranus in the 10th house has highlighted your public reputation and career. This transit has brought a lot of changes to your career sector. A lot of you have been switching careers during the last 6 years and have been doing things that you never thought you would be doing in your lifetime. On September 3rd, the new moon in Virgo will be putting the spotlight on your 2nd house. This is a new beginning in your finances. New breakthroughs in terms of money will be revealed to you during this new moon in your 2nd house. This also has a lot to do with being aware of your spending habits, reorganizing your finances. It's also a good opportunity to think about your talents, and for the next 6 months, you might be finding ways to make money out of your talents. On September 4th, enthusiastic, dynamic, impulsive Mars will be entering your 12th house. This is the house of dreams, intuition, the subconscious mind. This time of year is very important to get insight about your dreams and goals for the future. You may feel a little bit restless at night. This can trigger some passive-aggressive tendencies during this time. The best way to use energy of Mars in the 12th house is tapping into your subconscious mind. Do a lot of inner work, meditation, and psychic abilities, and psychic activities. Around this day, Venus conjunct the North Node. A lot of you will be thinking about someone from overseas or from a different culture. On September the 9th, Mercury enters Virgo, transiting your second house. Embrace the energy of analytical Mercury in order to put your finances in check. Usually, with people with natal Mercury in their second house, are extra careful about spending money, and this is the energy of this transit. It's also a good transit for anything that has to do with using your communication skills to make money. Another meaning of this transit is using your talents as a way to make money, especially if they have to do with writing, selling a speech, social media. Before we continue with this astrological forecast, feel free to leave a comment. Tell me how you're doing, how the energies have been flowing during this time. It's really important to read your feedback, and it's a great way to support this channel. On September 18th, the full moon in Pisces will be transiting your 8th house. This is the house of death and rebirth. During this full moon, you have to be very aware about what's the thing that you have to leave behind in order to be transformed and start a new cycle. This new cycle of eclipses in your 8th house will last for the next 2 years, so I highly recommend you to write down everything that happens in your life a few days before the eclipse and after the eclipse. This house also rules karmic relationships, soulmates, so you might find someone special during this time. This is also a good aspect for spending your family and connecting with someone in a soul level. Depending on your age and what's going on in your life, this also could mean that someone is coming back to your life after a very long time, even decades. This is a very intense transit, and depending on your maturity, your age, etc., might be well expected or going the other way around. On the January's horoscope, we'll talk more about the nodes and what they mean, so please subscribe and activate all the notifications so you don't miss out. On September 22nd, the Sun enters Libra, and this is the beginning of the Libra season. This is a good time for third house matters, which include communications, short trips, and mental activity. If you're thinking about doing a course, or learning a new language, or getting new skills in any field that has to do with your mind, you can use this time as a jumpstart for that activity. Some of you will be absolutely busy going from one place to another, making short trips. This is a good time for having conversations with the people around you. Also, if you need to sell something, it's also a good time for sales and for using your social media accounts. If you like to be in like an influencer, or if you like to launch a marketing strategy, great opportunities in this field. During this time, also we have the Sun trine Pluto, which combined with the Sun in Libra is calling for improving the communication with your romantic partner or business partner. On September 23rd, Venus will enter Scorpio. This is a spotlight in your 4th house. Venus comes to your 4th house to harmonize your relationship with your family, your roommates, the people that you share your home with. There is a deep sense of nostalgia if you're away from your loved ones, or this is a good time to make amends with family members, planning family gatherings. This is also a good season for fertility, so a lot of you are going to be thinking of having a child, and it's actually a very good month for trying to conceive. On September the 26th, Mercury, the planet of intellect and communications, will be entering your 3rd house. You'll be making a lot of phone calls, texting, maybe checking some people on social media. It's a very curious transit. Anything that has to do with social media is highly expected, especially sales, also one-on-one conversations and interactions. This transit also might bring some overthinking for the nature of Mercury. Whatever is keeping your mind busy, this is the thing that Mercury wants you to tackle during the season. Thank you so much for your attention. I hope you liked this video. If that's the case, please like and subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to go to the bell icon and activate all the notifications so that way you don't miss anything. Also check your rising sign, because this combined with your sun sign can help you a lot to understand better how all of these aspects are going to play out in your personal life. Alright, Leo, thanks for watching. I'll see you later.